All right, welcome back to a JNCIE-SP video. Last video, we finished configuring an example that had all sorts of things, but the primary thing we're working on now is just port channels with including fault detection. So I'm not sure what they mean by fault detection, if they mean OAM or if they mean link protection. Um, um, so I just decided to go through this whole thing. We might add link protection on there just to see how that works. But I completed the configuration on all three of the routers. So let's do the verification steps. So we're going to start on R2 and do a show interfaces AE0 extensive. Oops, but we'll need to bring everything back up. All right, so here's the outputs. The member links of the AE0 aggregated Ethernet bundle are fully utilized with adaptive load balancing. So, yep, here's all the member links. So they are all up. So that's the only verification step they had us do, but let's kind of keep one of the running themes of this channel and go a little bit extra. Of course, we are going to have to be concerned about not going over time, but we can definitely learn quite a bit just with a little bit of extra time. So we're going to use these Cisco images because they'll theoretically be a lot faster. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'll restart GNS. Well, I'll lay out all four of them and then I'll restart GNS. So we're going to need four of them, I believe. Okay, so now we've got our four routers. So we'll have 0 go to the, oh, okay, so we've got 0 and 1 going to R2. So we'll have 2 and 3. Okay, and then on R3, 0 and 1 are going to be open. Excellent. So everything is pretty much good to go. We're going to need to configure these routers. All right, so we've got, oh, this is interesting. Okay, yeah. So I actually already had um, links that I intended to use for this. So let's take these links down and then put up the links that were intended to be used. All right, so that looks good. Oops, and it's going quite a bit slow. I'm going to check my idle values. If those aren't set correctly, it will unnecessarily tax your server. So if I've spiked up to 100, it's because my idle values are okay. But yeah, I thought I set my idle values, and I did. So running really nice and smooth. Just takes a while for it to be ready to go. So let's put up an IP on Fast Ethernet 00. So it's going to be in this subnet. This is a /30, so there's only one option. It's a .2. So we've got family ISO so that the network here gets distributed back. Then we've got this interface a part of the VPN, and then we've got it within the VPN a part of the IGP that the VPN is using. So here we've got a neighbor address for internal BGP. Oh, right, and it's a fast Ethernet interface. Excellent, everything is good to go. So there should be some, if we were to set up ISIS now, we would be getting some routes back. Let's see what routes are in the routing one table. Okay, so now we've got this route showing up and being load balanced because it is, let's see here, where is that? Oh, okay, so it's being learned through ISIS. All right, let's set up the other routers. I think we will need ISIS on these though, so let's set that up. Oh, I think this is how you enable RIP, actually, routing dynamic. Let's take a look at the routing table. Yep, so we're not getting any ISIS routes. So yeah, this is what's used to enable RIP. All right, I might need to just do a Google search on how to set up ISIS on Cisco. Luckily, that's not a part of the test. So it's really not a failing that I did not know how to do that. Oh, it was, let's see here. Aha, so here's the basic configuration. Net, so, and then, okay, so IP router ISIS. That's kind of what I thought it would be. Okay, there should be an import policy to add it into ISIS. And C1, so I'm not sure which networks they're expecting the CE router to get. Oh, here we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, this is how I thought it was going to work, actually. It doesn't have a ISIS connection to the L3 VPN. It has a eBGP connection. So you can see down here, it's going to connect straight to the L3 VPN through a eBGP type external connection, and it belongs to AS100. So let's set that one up. So there's no local setup, but it's going to be just across the links. It's eBGP. So it'll be dot 1.1 for the BGP neighbor. Well, let's clean off the config that I put on there. That's erroneous. Okay, so this looks a lot better. Let's set up that eBGP connection. All right. So everything looks good so far. Let's do a show IP and show IP interfaces brief. There we go. So, oh, this is actually going to be 2.2. So this neighbor isn't going to work. We're going to need 2.1. Okay, so I think that's all we need. Let's see here. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. So let's see if let's do a write first, because it's a Cisco. You've got to save the startup config, the running config to the startup config. Otherwise, when you start up, it will just save to the last time you save that. So you've got to do it every time you make a change. Another nice thing about Juniper, it just does that automatically. Oops, so it's inactive, which is a good sign because it's not in established. We can ping across the link, but it's inactive. It's not in. It's not in established. So let's get a running show BGP summary on this side. So now we're in connect. That's going to be some progress, but I have a feeling it'll go back to active. I did make a change on the Cisco I thought might work. I disabled automatic route summarization, but I don't think that's going to have it go into established. And it looks like we can't even go into active with the other links across the to router 2. Okay, well, I don't see I don't see how to set this up. This is interesting. I've got this no neighbor activate statement. I'm not sure where that came from. Let's look at the help for that. Huh. Yeah, I guess I don't understand what's going on. So that's the address family config. Don't need to worry about that right now because we're just trying to get the link to come up. So here we've got neighbor. Maybe we need to set the type. Minimum paths, neighbor. All right, so yeah, really not sure why this isn't coming up. Let's look at another help doc. Yeah, so it looks like it really is as simple as that. Let's see if there's any clues in the output here. So I think what the problem is that you actually can't have the BGP connection to the CE, a part of the VPN. You've got to have it outside the VPN, and then you've got to have the traffic be exported to the VPN. Yeah, I think the issue is that it's in this special routing instance. Oh, okay. So here's the issue. It can't ping across the link. I thought it could. I don't know why it can't. Probably because there is this routing instance, but it looks like even when specifying it, it has issues. All right. All right, I think I'm going to need to cut it short here. I'm just kind of out of energy for it being so early in the morning and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I'll definitely put another full video on this, trying to get this whole thing to work, because it's L3 VPNs, it's eBGP, it's all really good stuff, everything that'll be on that test. So once I get that up and running though, I'll be crossing off this topic. I'll probably be adding link protection on there too, just because I think that's what they mean by fault detection. They might be talking about OAM, I guess, I'm not sure. But the next topic I'll be moving on to will be graceful restart. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.